tutorial with me. My name is Crafty JoJo and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And today I want to show you how I created these pretty box toppers. And excuse me. And this smaller one actually is 3 inches and the larger one here is 5 inches, but that is simply the size difference is because here I punched out 2-inch circles, whilst here I actually used my die set and I cut out 3¼ inch circles. So if you use 3¼ inch circle dies to cut your 8 pieces that you need to do this, you will end up with a large topper like this. So I'm going to show you how I made this, but in 2-inch circles, because you can vary the sizes just as much as you like. So I'm going to start with this one. Basically they are very similar in the preparation, but what you do with it afterwards is slightly different. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to show you what you need. You need 2 scrap bits of circles, paper, whatever, because later on you're going to glue your individual parts that you folded on here in a circle, so anything will like this will do. So I've already punched out my circles. You need 8 for each, so I have 2 piles of 8, and I'm probably going to use this side as the outside design and this is the inside design. So I've used my 2-inch circle punch, and what you need to do is you first of all need to fold all of them in half. So you're just going to fold them in half. Use your bone folder, and then what you're going to do is you must make up your mind whether you want this side, the open side, to be pointing to the right or to the left. If you go, I prefer them to be to the left side, so I must stick to this pattern with all 8 folds I'm going to do. So my side is going to be on the left side here. So what you do is you fold it in half again, but you don't crease it, you just pinch it here to make a mark, and you open it up again like so. And then you are going to bring this corner up to there like so. Okay, so that's exactly, this corner meets that corner there, and this one you're going to crease. So once you've made that, you're going to crease it. Then you turn, this is what you have. Then you're going to turn it over and you're going to bring this side up here. So this is going to be slightly fiddlier because it's a smaller, so I'm just going to show you what I do. Try to really be precise. So again, after you've done this, you fold it up this, you turn it around and you bring this side onto this side, and this is what it looks like. And now I'm going to crease it, and I turn it back to the front, and now I'm going to bring this end over like so. So this is what you get, and it looks actually like a little Christmas tree. So this is what you need to fold 8 times. So I'm going to do this off camera and quickly fold it 8 times and then come back to you. So I'm back with the last bit. Just to remind you, once you have folded in half, remember to keep this fold and the open side always on every single one that you fold to the same side. Otherwise you will have mirrored pieces that you need for the second one we are going to do today, but not for the first one. So the first one, they all 8 need to be made to the same side, if I can say it like that. So now you turn it over and you bring the long side onto here. See, the long side folded onto here, and then this peeps out there. You turn it around again and you just fold that small bit over as well, and you crease it, and your little Christmas tree is ready. And as you can see, because I've already arranged these here, you have 2 ways of layering them onto your piece of cardstock. You can layer them like so. So that means you layer them in a way that these corners line up. So if you do that and you make sure that the outer corners line up, you will find that the shape that comes out from this has a gap in the middle. Oops. Just carefully push them in. So this is one way to layer them. So it's relatively round. This is the first way you can do it. The second way is you don't align here, you align the corners here, and that gives you a slightly different look. If you just align the centers, the pointy bits, and glue that on your circle, you get this look. It's also very pretty. You can do that as well. So actually from this you can do two different styles if they are all folded to the same side. So this is the first one I'm going to show you because after this has been glued onto your piece of white cardstock, you still need to work on it. I'm going to show you the second one. So the first four you are just going to do like we did, but the other four, you're now, when you fold it in half, you're now going to turn this side to the right, and you repeat everything like that. So if you fold this, like I want to pinch it on with this pointing to the right, then you bring this end up to here and you crease it, then you turn it over, and now you bring this side up to here and you crease here, and then it also gives you exactly the same shape, but if you let me pinch one of these, you can now see they are mirrored, and if you put them together like so, this will allow you to create a completely different look again. So you need to do 4 pointing to the left and 4 pointing to the right. So this is my first one pointing to the right, and I'm going to finish these, and then I show you how I assemble them and how I prop them open so that you have this beautiful 3D arrangement. What you should have ended up with now for the second one. As you can see, you have 4 pieces where the long straight side where it is folded points to the right, and 4 where it points to the left. And now what you need to do is just push your pieces. You take your glue and basically just add a bit of this sticky stuff. Do not fill the center, just make sure you have some glue. And now you are going to take one of each so that you can join them together like so, and you just pop them on your circle roughly, more or less. I need tweezers to not be in the way with my hands all the time. So you are aligning this, you just press it down, and again you are going to form like a flower. So you are aligning this corner, was that enough glue? I'm not sure. Try to be as precise as possible. So you always take 2 of each, like one pointing to the left and one pointing to the right. So you could leave this as it is already if you like it like this, but I'm actually going to show you how I fluffed these bits off. So this is your first medallion. This is one way to do it up, but I actually created the 3D effect here, and I'm going to show you in a minute. I just need this needs just to dry a bit, so I'm setting this aside, but this is the arrangement for this. So and the second one is this, and again you add lots of glue to the outside of your circle, because that's where you are going to glue it down, and you leave a hole in the center. Oops. And you are starting off basically anywhere. You just pop it on, and you are going to align this corner So this side here will be slightly shorter, which is correct. This is slippery as hell. And you just keep going. So you align this side. And you take the next one. These are all folded to the same side. I folded them all to the left. So 8 folds to the left, and this is how you glue them on. You always make sure you just align the outer corner and glue them on like so. So this one is almost finished. And the last one slides in here, and this needs to be a bit squashed in, depending on how precise you fold. The more precise is going to be your arrangement. But you just can move them in a bit. This is what you want to create. So you have 2 different shapes, and believe it or not, this in smaller is going to be like this when we are finished with this. But I'm going to get off camera now and let this dry for a while, because when I start manipulating them and propping them up, they might come undone. So I'll come back to you in a few minutes. We should be good to go. It is very useful to have a pair of tweezers like this, because the first thing you're going to do is these little pockets here in the center, okay? You can actually, if you slide in your tweezers like so and you open them like so, can you see what I'm doing? This is the first thing you have to do with all of these pockets. So the tweezers are very helpful. You prop them up and you gently push them to this shape like so, okay? And you do this all around with all of them. So you pop your tweezers in, or whatever tool. Your bone folder might do the job as well. Yes, bone folder works as well. So it's a bit fiddly because I made this really a small size, but this is the same step with any circle size you use. So gently open up the centers with the tool or your fingernails or whatever works best for you. So you have these little openings here, and the last 3. So that's the first step I did. And this, come on. It's a bit fiddly, but it's worth the effort because it looks awesome when it's finished. At least I think. So this is what you get at this point. You have little pockets open here. All right. So the next thing I did was I went in here with my bone folder. So holding this corner down, I'm using a tool so that you can see. I'm holding this corner down. I slide in my bone folder and basically prop this up. You want to round it slightly so it comes up, okay? So you pop your bone folder in and you use your bone folder to round this up. Oh, this wasn't stuck down well. No problem, can still glue it on later. So you gently shape it to a round. I need more glue here. this bit hasn't stuck down well. Now it will. So again, while you're holding it down, you round this pocket to open it up, so it gives you this 3D shape that looks so stunning. So there you go, working well. Just pop your bone folder in and round it, and at the same time hold that corner down so it doesn't come too much undone. But once you've rounded this paper, I actually walked in here and I propped all these extra wide open. And make sure that all these are in the center, nice and wide open. So here you go, you can open these pockets as well with your tweezers again. And prop these open, and there you go. This is your 3D topper. You can still use your tweezers to arrange it until you're happy. This goes over, under, over, under. So this is supposed to go here. Over, under, over, under, over, under. There you go, that's it. So this topper is finished, and this is what it looks like if you use different paper and use slightly bigger circles. So now I'm going to show you how I prop this up. So the same procedure, we have glued this down, and all I did here was I again opened up the center pockets. So you're opening up these center pockets with your tool, and I'm actually going to gently press down on them like so, so that I have a nice little, like for an ice cream, like a little bag or something. Maybe this works faster. I mean, this making these will take you some time. It's not, because it's quite fiddly, especially in the small size that I'm doing here, but I want to use these on boxes I'm going to create. So open these up one by one, all 8. Okay, just a few left. Propping it up, propping it up, and the last one, opening this one up. So at the end of this procedure you should have 8 of these little propped up things in the center. And now what you need to do is you need to slightly open each pocket, put a bit of glue here and glue this together. So I'm going to use, hopefully there's still some Tombow left here, but I don't think it is. So what you do is you just try to pop a bit of Tombow. That was far too much. You just carefully adhere this together. Now this is going to take forever till it glues because of the lot of Tombow that I put in, but you basically try to close these sides up with Tombow. Just a tiny wee bit will do the job. and at the same time you can actually prop up your shape there again. And the next one. So you open it, you add a bit of glue here, you push it back together, you adhere it, you prop up your center again, and the next one. And you are going to see in a minute why you need the glue there. So and the last bit, I think, or the second last, I don't know, but we're nearly there. Second last, and this was the last. So you want to glue these together. Oh, this one isn't either. I thought that was the last one. It wasn't. Can't count till 8. Okay. Never mind. At some point we will get there that all 8 are glued in place. Yes. So this is what you have at this point. And now that these are glued together, you can actually safely slide in your bone folder, if only it will ever work, and you do the same here, but you bring it, you don't leave it lying flat, you actually bring it to stand up like so after you've propped it open. So you're going to use your bone folder and slide it in, press it down, and stand this up. So again, bone folder in, press it down, stand this up. Can you see how this shape is building up now? And that's how I did it. So you slide this in, prop it up, put this standing up in the center there. You have to try to get it like geometrically balanced, kind of, which can be a challenge if you have a stubborn piece of cardstock. You need some tools, I can promise, unless you have really long nails that slide in there. But I'd rather use a tool. So here we go, and that's the last one. So you press on these to pop them up, and this is the same shape like this, but this is just in big, and you can put a little rhinestone in here or a little flower that you make, and these are the 2 toppers, how I made them and how I actually achieved the 3D effect. You could add pearls in the centers here. That looks great, by the way, if you add big white pearls in here. If you have got some from like bead making, like jewelry makers will have some beads or pearls that can go inside these, that will look awesome. I'm going to look in my stash to see if I have anything like that. So you can still get really carried away with on how you carry on decorating this, but this is how you do these rosettes and how you achieve the 3D effect. So basically it's just propping up with your bone folder and making pockets, and I love it. I think it looks great. I'm going to create nice boxes, matching boxes, because very soon I will be needing lots of little gifts for my customers as a thank you and things like it. So I always make the effort. I think this is my favorite one. I also like this one, but as I said, there's definitely a flower missing in the center, and I would fancy pearls in here, really a big pearl or a nice big bead, glass bead, whatever. So that's it with my tutorial. As I promised, I was going to show you how to make these, and this is how it goes. I hope you enjoyed it, and I would love to see your makes in my group. So in the description box of this tutorial, you find the link to my Facebook group. You are welcome to join me there. You find the link to my blog. Please don't forget to follow my blog as well to not miss out on any new posts that I put on there. And you can subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. The button is there in the right corner. And all I can say is thanks for watching and being with me today, and happy crafting. And let me know how you get on. Thank you and bye.